All right, buckle up for another wild ride with Six Figure Trucking. I'm your host, Tom Bell, aka the Midlife Trucker. Back for week number 15, serving up some trucking truth with a side of snark. Look, being a stellar truck driver these days is like bringing a spoon to a sword fight. You can be safer than a toddler in a car seat, punctual as a switch watch, and hustle harder than a caffeinated squirrel. But if you're not thinking like a boss, your wallet's going to stay flatter than a pancake under a steamroller. The trucking game isn't just point truck, go vroom. Oh no, it's a full-on chess match, and you better be planning 3 moves ahead. You got to be part GPS, part accountant, and part psychic. Where are you fueling? Where's the best spot to catch a nap? Every choice hits your bottom line like a rogue pallet in a tight turn. And it all kicks off with picking the right carrier. Don't just drool over the cents per mile and sign your life away. Get nosy. Grill them like you're interrogating a shady used car salesman. Network, sleuth, stalk the reviews on whatever platform you have to. When I started, I asked a lot of questions, plenty of them. Let's squash the nonsense once and for all. Being a company driver isn't the trucking equivalent of scrubbing toilets. Some of you company folks out there are living the dream. Cashing checks without sweating over blown tires, insurance hikes, or that mysterious noise coming from your engine. Sure, it's not all sunshine and rainbows, but at least you're not playing bookkeeper in a parking lot at 2 a.m. Thinking of going rogue as a lease op or owner op? Hold up, cowboy. You ready to adult harder than ever? Can you budget better than a broke college kid rationing on raiment? Got the charm to negotiate without sounding like a grumpy cat? Can you schmooze clients and keep them coming back? Because that's the gig, and it's not for the faint of heart. All right, enough of me Let's talk week 15 numbers. Brace yourself. It was not my best week of the year. Sounds grim, right? Well, compared to many drivers, I'm basically living like a rock star who forgot his encore. Let's peel back the curtain and see how bad it really was. First, we'll talk about the logs for the week. I was paid for 3,420 dispatched miles. I had 3,342 logged miles. My unedited pay statement for period 15 of 2025. This includes all trips from March the 30th to April the 5th. Empty miles paid $11. Securement paid $9. A 34-hour reset paid $100. Loaded miles paid $2,174, and stops paid $79. Total earnings for this week was $2,392. 15 weeks into the year, my gross income is $34,292, and my total miles is 44,880. That averages out to $2,286 per week and 2,992 miles. Estimated out over 52 weeks, my estimated annual is $118,880. Year-to-date numbers as of week 15, 2025, 44,880 miles, 26 states, 97 stops, 95% loaded, 76.4 cents per mile. Here's the home time that I've taken this payroll year through the end of the 15th week. I've been on home time 11 times so far, totaling 25.7 days. I also have 4 overnight breaks at the house and 5 paid 34-hour resets on the road. I'm not paid hourly, but let's calculate this like an hourly job. For the week, my gross pay was $2,392 for 62 hours of work. If we break that down to a typical hourly job, it could be 40 regular hours and 22 hours of overtime, resulting in an effective pay rate of $32.66 per hour. For the year, my gross pay so far is $34,292 for 871 hours of work. If we break that down to the typical hourly job, it could be 572 regular hours and 299 hours of overtime, resulting in an effective pay rate of $33.62 per hour. Taking a look at the if-only truck drivers are paid for every hour in the truck calculation page, 15 weeks have gone by so far. That totals 2,520 hours. I've been at home 617 of those hours. That works out to 1,903 hours from the pre-trip leaving home to the post-trip returning home. My compensation through week 15 is $34,992. That works out to $18.02 per hour away from home. As always, make sure you're enjoying every day at work.